Come do some garden chores with me this morning. Enjoy the chickens for a second. And my lazy garden manager. So our first job is going to be staking tomatoes. I have tomatoes that I've just plopped everywhere and I didn't stake them. I'm also going to stake some of the squashes and get a snack of some flowers. But guys, look at my little baby squash. This will be my first squash I harvested. I got some from a friend who's already maxing out, but this is going to be my first one. Hopefully it's properly bloomed. Cool find. 2 different fused flowers. Like, you can see that one. That one's very definite. But they're fused together. That's just a cool mutation. Dope. Okay, maybe you guys can help me out. So this mildew fungus is on some of the plants. It doesn't seem to be hurting them in particular, but something I've never dealt with. Is this powdery mildew? Or is it something else? It's not really on the leaves, it's just on the stems. It's on my wild plants too. We've had so much rain here that I wouldn't be surprised if it is powdery mildew. But y'all guys let me know. Is it something from an insect, or is it powdery, or is it mildew of some sort? Let me know what you think. Okay, so we got these 2 guys up on this trellis, or pole. I went ahead and checked these guys and put them in their pole, like in their web. So they're a little better in there. Look at the marigolds. We're pumping. Pretty yellow ones. I've got marigold seeds in my pocket, so more is going in. So I put these poles up last weekend. I planted these beans last weekend, and I just added the rope for them to climb up. And once the beans are done, I have some peppers that I can weave into there too. So hopefully that'll work out. I'm leaving this lettuce for now, but look at all the radishes. All that came from my radish patch that was right here, and it's reseeding itself. So I'm cool with that. Now I'm going over here and I'm going to do the same thing to that side where you can see my little bean sprouts are coming up. So let's go do that. And we're all tied up. So now my little beans, which probably by next week will be up on the trellis. They're up. And all my little radishes. Don't look at the chaos. But yeah, even the radishes are all the way over here. Just let it keep going. So my next task is to get all of this grass pulled up, get the rhizomes out like I'm doing right here along the edge, because I have not remulched this part of the path, and I'm going to do so because this has kind of been given over. I'll get to it eventually, but it ain't going to be anytime soon. So I'm going to remulch this part of the path, my giant weed bucket. But I want to get the weeds out before the sun hits the garden full force, and then I'll start moving mulch. So we are weeded. I'm going to take a break. Don't forget to take breaks and hydrate, says the garden manager. Oh, and then that's okra. So I did plant okra. It's a little tight. I'm going to sparse it out a little bit. I'm going to come in and do the biggest ones before I'm done today. And then little baby carrots. Carrots and weeds. And then I think that's green onions over there. That's something. Celery, parsley, something or other. Look at my squashes. That's looking good. I'm going to put him up on a pole. But right now, I'm going to go take a break. Because the garden manager said so. Right? Right. So I planted a lot of beans. And I thought most of them were bushing beans. But these guys are not bushing beans. These are some of the long beans at some point that I planted. Most of the time growing long beans, but I now have put up a trellis for these guys. So hopefully they'll be a little happier with their little trellis. A lot of the onions are starting to get ready. I've been picking all week. So eventually, real soon, all this is going to change over. But let's go get that mulch down real quick before it gets too hot. We're mulched. Probably could use another load, but I'm done. I'm gonna go into my pocket, plop some seeds in the ground, and we'll go from there. I'm gonna take some time and thin out the okra though. I'll show you when I'm done. You know, I might drop tomato, but I've thinned out the okra so that's a little more spaced out. The carrots coming up, got green onions over there, so that place is looking good. And I've just plopped a bunch of seeds just about everywhere along the fence line. In that area where the onions are starting to come out, I'm going ahead and direct sowing stuff, peppers, and things. Weird to be starting with this time of year, but the goal is to succession sow. So by the time these guys are ready to start pumping out, it'll be going into our second growing season. So I haven't introduced you guys to the oldest member of our homestead. This is Miss Millie. She is somewhere between 15 and 17 years old. Our gotcha day just passed. She has 2 jobs around here: sun and bark when something's around. That's it. Also and dig, as you can see her hole. But all she likes to do is come outside and sun. She prefers to do it when I'm out here. She's getting an old lady face. But she's the senior, she's the matriarch. She runs everything around here. Today is harvest, because if you do work in the garden, you gotta harvest. Carrots are kind of wimpy. Beep. But good snacks. 2 strawberries, 1 tomato, a bunch of onions. These onions are gonna get chopped up and frozen, because they're not the best for hardening off. But good harvest. Let's take a quick flower walk. Doing good. There's a bunch down there that are about to start blooming. Over here on the other side, we've got more. So, it's the end of the day's video. Got the bachelor button. We have the prairie pea. Really pretty. I had 1 plant last year, and now I've got like 3 or 4. Ooh, this guy's new. Anybody know what he is? Oh, look at our pollinator. Look at him, he's so cute. We've got this guy. This one's I really like this one here. She's been out for a while. Really pretty flower. Got more bachelor buttons. More of my pea. Prairie pea. Look at that little guy. Can't forget the little ones. More bachelor button. And then more prairie pea. More little guys. But what I'm really excited about are these guys. These are sunflowers. Could be Maximilian. They could be other sunflowers. So we're going to wait and see. But I'm excited. It's going to be a whole little patch of them. What do we have down here? We still have some more hiding. You can't see these from where I sit on the porch anymore. Got a couple down there. A couple down here. I think that's about it. One last flower to end the video. Y'all guys have a good day. Count your flowers.